Good morning, guys. So today we're going to be working some of the cows that you guys have followed on the previous videos and some of the baby calves. So stay with us, stay tuned. I hope you enjoy it. Right now I'm walking into the corral. So with that said, let's get to looking at the calves. I'll point out some of them that you would recognize, and then we're going to get started working them and hauling them off to greener pastures. Alright, so this is some of the corral. Here's some of the calves, guys. Looking for the ones that you guys would recognize. Okay, so that's 38A, right there, also known as beefcake. We asked you guys to name it. That's that one right there. So it's doing healthy and good. Then you've got the one that the mama just got tranquilized. That would be it right there, the little guy. So he's doing good too. And then there's some of the cows. So, yeah, with no further ado, I guess we'll get started working them. Also, I forgot to mention, if you can see this one right here, and maybe you can't, but he's number 30. He's the one that was born in the barn when it was a really bad weather. And but he's doing really good too. I just wanted to mention that the reason the cows are bellowing is just because they're away from their calves. In about an hour, hour and a half, they will be back with their calves. Everything will be fine, but it's just like a mother when she's taken away from her newborn baby. They definitely want to be back, and you'll probably hear about it if you're not allowing them back. So with that said, guys, just thought I'd touch on another one and show you that other baby calf I forgot to mention in the earlier clip. Alright, so right now I'm in the trailer, and this trailer has 4 different compartments. I just got all the gates pinned back. If you guys can see that here, you pin back the gate, so then it holds it back so the cattle don't push it and it shuts them into wrong compartment or something. So that's why I do it. And I'll step down onto the tail, but there's 4 compartments. You can see there's 3 swinging gates, and then we'll put it in. I just got done putting a brand new floor in this thing last summer, so it is ready to haul cattle. And the reason you put cattle panels on the bottom there is because it gives them traction. If you don't have that and you just have wood, between the wood and the manure, it gets really slick, and unfortunately when that happens, then cattle can fall, and it's a lot more dangerous and risky for the cattle. So we put those panels in there to give them a little bit more traction, which is definitely a good thing, and it's care management. And if you see us using these, they're called cattle paddles, and the reason we use these instead of sticks or something is because if you guys hear that rattling, that is little BBs inside there, and it kind of makes the cattle move, and it's the most stress-free object to be able to use on a cow. We never abuse it. We just use it when we absolutely have to, give them a little love tap. But just thought I'd tell you guys that using a cattle paddle instead of a stick or a hot shot or any of that is the most stress-free way to do it. Even I've seen some cattle people use whips. These have definitely always worked the best for us. So our method is we pin them and push them against another gate, so then we can keep them all tight so Dad can give them the shots without them moving, so he puts it in the correct position and placement every time. It's also a lot safer for the handlers that way. And then after that, we run the calves into a pen and hold them until we work the cows. We always sort the cows and calves separated, because otherwise if you don't, the cows will stomp the calves and injure them that way. And so that's something that's always a necessity to do. So if you can see this, the reason we've got them all the medicines are in coolers, all of them are iced, and we've got them under a table, so then they're in the shade, because you definitely want to keep all your medications cool and ready to go. So after we've sorted the cows from the calves, and the calves are now worked, we move the cows into the first pen, so then we can push them on into the smaller pen and down the black chute. And we aren't catching their heads this time in the yellow head gate, because we don't need to tag them, but you would do that if you do need to tag them that way. So that's just something else we do. Then after we've already given them their one shot and pour on, we let them go. Here's me trying to sort unsuccessfully. But we'll sort them that way, like I mentioned earlier, from heifers and cows split, and haul them off to the different farms. So you guys saw us sorting there. We sorted the heifers from the cows because they're going to different pastures. These heifers we bought off a TA cattle company in Thurston, Nebraska and Bassett, Nebraska. and they were really awesome guys to deal with. The heifers have turned out phenomenal. They're all even. They all calved wonderfully. All the calves are doing awesome. No bad udders, no bad feet. The heifers are just anything that you'd dream of having. These are the heifers that we would want, and the disposition is just awesome on these guys. I mean, they aren't pets enough to run you over, but they aren't wild enough to fight either. They're just awesome dispositioned. And in a second here, we're going to show you guys the calves. The calves are just great calves. I mean, all of them are just what you would dream of having.
Alright guys, so success has been had. No one was injured. The cows are safe out the grass. Winston did have a close call, which is on video. You will be able to see that.
And if you haven't, please rewind. It's just like a 5-second clip, but it was...
Yeah, nothing too bad, but... He took it like a man. No tears, no pacifier. It was all good.
So anyway, guys, I thought I would mention, I asked my dad what some of the medications were that we give them. And so the baby calves, we give a mixture of red nose and pasturilla. They are mixed together in a shot. And they are for viral infections and then any pneumonias they could have. And then also we give them the second shot, which is blackleg, which is actually a disease called blackleg that calves can get. And so that's just some preventative we do for that. Also, the cows, we give a Vibrio lepto and red nose shot, which is mixed in the cleanup reproductive tract, and also to help fight off any viral infections. It builds up the cow's immunity system, which then goes through the cow, through the milk, and into the baby calf, which helps the baby calf's immunity system later on in life. Also, we give them Poron, which is what you saw me and maybe my mother in there. We both did it. We poured it down the back. It's a liquid form that you put on the back externally, and it's for external and internal parasites. So that's just some stuff to help keep the cows healthy. You know, some of you go for shots to the doctor. Some take vitamins, pills, that type of stuff. Well, this is the cow's time for that. So just stuff we do. We always are very cautious on how we do it and make sure it's safe handling for the cow and for the person giving the injections and medicines, because it's definitely not good if something gets injured in any way. So with that said, guys, my name is Winston.
And I'm Justice, and we're with the Cowboy Ranch Life YouTube channel.
So hope you have an awesome day.